welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Nicole, and this is Finding My Way as I navigate through paying off debt while building a savings one paycheck at a time. I know it's been a while since your girl has been on the YouTube, but I am back with payday, with a payday number one for October. For everybody that's coming back to my channel, I want to say thank you and welcome back on the journey. For anyone that's new, how you doing? I am a 35-year-old married woman with no kiddos, staying right now with my mom, and we're paying off debt for right now, with the possibility of moving into our own place next year. But for right now, it's basically focusing on paying down debt. So without further ado, let's get to it. This was my paycheck for this particular check. And let me also say that when you look at, I changed up a couple of things of how things are worded on Gen Z X Finance. She had a clothing fund, and then she said something like, well, I don't really, she had a certain amount saved for clothing, but it's like, since working from home, it's only but so amount of things that you're going to wear. And I totally agree with her. I am working from home indefinitely for my job. So I was thinking, I'm like, I made a clothing fund, but I was like, do I really need clothes right now? Like, I'm not seeing it as like a necessary. And if anything, if I buy something, I'll just take it out of the me fund. But I don't really see what I would be buying right now, because all I do is just wear pajamas and comfortable clothes and go to work right from my bed. So instead, I'm just gonna leave the eating out, because that's definitely needed after the disaster of September, and we're still gonna do the gifts fund. Also here, I do have this little thing here. I know, but I needed to get, it was two things. I needed to get some supplies for work, because they don't give us like a stipend or anything like that, to try to enhance your working experience. So I had to buy a stand for my monitor and a couple other things. And then also, my husband and I, we brought a heater, because the temperature is changing. It's not as hot as it used to be, so it's getting back to colder temperatures. So for right now, I think that was a really good investment for us to get right now, just to prepare for winter. So so I have a little bit of stuff right here, but don't worry, this will get paid off by this month. This is not carrying over to November. So also, you will see right here this saving wish list. I have this here because the whole general thing was supposed to be, the 10K fund was basically, we're going to save that amount of money, and then once we get to $10,000, then we would use the money that we were using to save with and put that all towards debt payment. But then I started thinking, I'm like, if the possibility of us moving next year, then we need to start having a little nest egg of money set aside, so that we don't touch this 10K for anything else other than if we want to do something special, just me and him or anything like that. But for the most part, it's mostly, for emergencies or special event things. So I'm like, I don't want to try to take out as much money. I do not want to take out any money from here if we can just set money aside. So I made this, and I made the savings goal $300. Now, this is my plan. Listen to me. This is my plan. Now, you know that for the last month, we were originally putting $700 a month to the 10K fund. Now, I was able to talk to my husband, and we talked about adding an additional $100 to this. So what I'm going to do is, instead of just doing $100 every month, what I want to do is do altogether savings. It would be $800. So I figured, let's just do $500 a month towards the 10K fund, and let's put $300 a month into the moving out fund. I'm thinking by that time, like this time next year, we should have 3,000 or even more saved there. But I think it would just be a nice amount of money, for apartments, if it's for application fee, a deposit, furniture, anything, little knickknacks or anything like that, we can pull from here before we ever have to pull any money from here. So I figured if we do that and still keep putting $500 once we get to that $10,000 and still be able to put towards paying off debt, I think it's good to just try to save money as much as we can. So we're just going to go with that. And then I also made a group for the yearly re-up. I knew that this stuff would be, I guess in a sense, like you forget about it because you think like, oh, when you get something in the mail, it's like, oh, I'll just pay it. Instead of just, getting the money ready now so that when it comes up, then it's kind of like, oh, okay, I already have the money. I don't need to pull something from another category in order for me to pay for it. So car registration, I have it at April, but I think it's due in June, but I'd rather be safe than sorry than to have it in April. One of my credit cards has an annual fee of $59, which is due on August 19th. That's the exact date. So I have that. And of course, Ynab, the $83.99 for next year. I think because I have this thing right here, I guess you can put the link in. I'm gonna put the link in the bio that if anybody wants to get Ynab, if you use the code, then you're able to get, I believe, 1 month free, and then I get a month free or something like that. So if you're interested, look down below. I'll have that there for anybody that's interested in doing that. And then also, I wanted to have this down here to show my accomplishments of things that I have done. So I don't want it to make it seem as if I have all of these responsibilities to take care of and not really look at the accomplishments of what's been done. So I think that that's key, and that's there. So I'll just hide that. So without further ado, let's get to it. I thought that was a lot long-winded, but let me go here and let's put the hubby. We're going to put to be budgeted. This is for the savings. So usually he gives me $100 every pay period, but because we are doing the extra $100, that's $50 a piece for the both of us. So he's going to be contributed $125 this month. So let's add to that. Let's clear it. And let's get to it. And then also let's do the pension. Clear that. There we go. So that's what we have working on our pension. I don't know if anyone has not read the news, but today, this is when President Trump got positive for coronavirus. So I know that the stock market has been plummeting since this morning. So I do not want to look at this. So I'm not going to. So let's just get straight to it. What a budget. There we go. All right. So let's do the T-Mobile, which is $64.67. This is due PSE&G. Me, my husband, and my mom pays 1/3 of the bill. So my portion is $24.34. Do I pay this? We also pay 1/3 of this. My portion's that. And that's it for there. I put this here, rent for next month, because I usually pay the rent for the following month towards the end of the month. So I didn't want it to, because last time I think it was confusing that I put rent, but then I've already paid that month's rent. So whenever I before just put rent, it was usually rent for the next month, not the current month. So October rent is already paid for from the last payment that I made. So in order for it to be clear cut, this is rent for next month. So this is rent for November that I would be putting this money in. So we're not worrying about that. We do Spotify though. We do Amazon Prime, of course. And definitely do the Apple storage. All right. This Sears warranty here. So the washer in my house right now is not working. So everybody came together and decided to get the Sears warranty plan. So everybody's going to be paying like $17 a month for that. So that'll fix the washer, because we definitely use the washer. And, $17 is not bad to pay for the warranty to ensure that it gets fixed and anything like that. So that's that. So let's go to groceries, which is We do $60 per paycheck. My fund is 25. Chloe, my dog, is 15. Eating out is 20. Now this is gonna be deep because you know how bad I destroyed this category last time. So $20. We'll see how long that lasts. My car is 25, and gifts is 15. This year, I mean, not this year. This month we definitely have 2 birthdays. One is for my aunt, and the other is for my friend. So I'm trying to see whether we're going out to eat or what's going on with that. But it should be enough. If I had to take from the eating out category to go to this, then I will. But we'll see once we get there. I'm not gonna, trip about that. So $25 for the dental bill. We're really close. Like I said, the payoff is to be paid off in November of 2020. Right now we're at $75. I'm going to try to do my best to pay off the remaining balance since we get paid 3 months, since I get paid in 3 months in October, it'll be best to get this done and over with and not have it go into November. So we'll see how that goes. Here, one of my personal loans, paying that off. And usually I put the money aside for that. So that's paid. I'm not going to touch this right now to the end of the month. I don't want to put the money in there right now. So we're just going to let that go for right now. Moving out fund, we said we're going to do 120. Wait, did I say? Wait, let me do this real quick. 250 for this, right? Oh, right. And then 125 for that. Right. That's right. I was going a little crazy. Let's do that and fund that so I don't have to worry about that. And I think that is about it for me today. I think right here I put the money vault. This is basically money that's left over that hasn't had a responsibility yet. So I'm just gonna leave that right there, and then once this month is over, whatever extra money is left over, put it towards savings or whatever. I may be under budgeting. But let me look at my list. I want to make sure that I have everything, and I do. So let's just put this 94.77 right here in this money vault, and we will leave that for next month. So thank you so much for stopping by. If you like anything that you saw today, don't forget to hit a like, comment, and subscribe. If you leave a comment, I definitely do respond back, and I love the community here. I love all my Ynabbers here, all my budgeters. We are one group. We all have one goal, and that is to pay off debt or to build a savings. I love the community. I love you guys a lot. And yeah, so let's get to it. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe out there. Peace.